Hello, I'm Dawn. I'm talking to Nkululeko, who is a freelancer and is going to tell us more about what he does. Nkululeko, tell us what you do as a freelancer.
Okay, so as you said, my name is Nkululeko Zwane, and I'm a software developer, and I'm obviously freelancing. And then I'm just here to learn more about the freelancing part of it, how does it work, how to get involved as well. Because since I'm a freelancer, I think obviously you want to get more opportunities. Currently, it's actually difficult as a freelancer just to get jobs, especially from the international market. Especially as a software developer, that's where you look into, because obviously even the rates are a bit higher than compared to this side as well, especially at startup level, especially when you're junior, the price is actually better at international level. So obviously you have to move in from the freelancer routes. That's quicker because at least now you can actually be able to divide your time accordingly. And then obviously because it's different working hours, so you're able to balance from the freelance space, unlike actually working for one company. So I think that's another thing that as freelancers we love is that flexibility, to actually decide on when to work and how to work. So that way it becomes easier for you just to, push yourself, and
to
just
get
do different
more
things and also
work.
just get different streams of income.
Sure, thanks, Nkululeko. So, in addition to looking, for work on some of these freelance platforms, what other challenges do you come across as a freelancer that somebody who's starting out might not be ready for or aware of?
Okay, so the first thing is actually like getting proper platforms, to actually like get actual jobs, right? And then even the ones that actually exist, and you find that maybe there's a certain fee that you have to pay for you to apply for the job, right?
Okay.
And I understand like that for security concerns and everything else, they want to make sure that obviously you have to pay for something and then they be sure that they actually can do the job, because once you put in money in something, they know that you're actually going to do it. But you find that you get a client, so you paid on that platform to get a job, then you get a client, right? And then you have to do the job. But then when it's time for the client to pay, they don't pay. So that's another issue as well that you face, is that, okay, how do I get now a reputable one platform to get freelance work? And then the second point would be, now, okay, I've got this website or platform, to obviously like put in my freelance skills. But then now the clients that are taking us as freelancers, at times they're not reliable. You get to do the job and then they just disappear on you. Or you actually do the job, right? They communicate and they say, I didn't like this, and then the way it was done, right? And then you try to fix it, and then there's another issue. There's another issue, So there's no actual transparency in there, especially from like different parties. So it would actually be good to have like such platforms that actually check that part. Okay, if I'm contracted to a specific client, right, and I do the job, right, to the client satisfaction, do I get what I deserve?
Yes. Okay, 100%. So tell me then, lastly, what do you hope a platform will be able to provide in terms of support for freelancers, and what do you look forward to in terms of the work that is being done?
So I think the first thing is to sort of solve some of the problems that I've mentioned.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a platform that you can trust, even as a freelancer.
Yes. And that you have recourse.
Exactly. And obviously there's certain things that you need to do, especially if you're dealing with an international market, so it would be good to have a platform where if I'm working as a freelancer, right, and then maybe you get paid through the platform, then they handle the taxes as well. So you know that obviously the money that is coming to you now, it's just your money. So they handle everything. So even the HR part of it, because obviously even that part as well becomes a challenge now. So I think if you can have that middle person, right, who's standing in between the freelancers and the international market, so someone who's gonna liaise with the companies itself and the freelancer, that trusted person that I can trust, even the client, they can trust.
Wonderful.
So I think that flow would be much efficient, especially for the freelancers.
Wonderful. Nkululeko, thank you so much for talking to us. Well, there you have it. You've got some work cut out for you. Freelancers are really expecting some good stuff to come out of the work that you're doing.